Michael Stats of MMA Diehards. I'm catching up here at Bellator 68, Caesar's Palace with King Mo. Mo, fresh off the contract yesterday. Did you ever think you'd be signing a wrestling and MMA contract in the same day?
Nope, but you know it happened. And I'm very happy, and I'm very excited. I'm ready to do big things, dog. No pro wrestling and MMA. A chair, bam. A fist, bam. I got them both.
Now, coming out of Oklahoma State, was that your original goal, Mo, was to go into pro wrestling?
Well, it was a dream of mine, but you know, my goal was to be an Olympic champion, then possibly MMA or pro wrestling. But when I became an alternate, I got a call from WWE, try it out. They offered me a developmental contract. But my boy Big Shad Gaspar told me he's like, hey, go fight, like, you know, go fight, and pro wrestling will always be here. So I went and started fighting, and next thing I know, pro wrestling started seeming like it was like harder and harder to jump into and achieve. And then this whole thing happened. Zuffa released me because what I said in my comments, and hey, Bellator and Impact Wrestling hit me up and offered me a great deal.
Now, you know, you had some bad luck, obviously, with the PED test and all that. Well, it kind of seems like luck turned around. Sometimes things, you know, bounce a different way. You kind of think it's one of those things like it was meant to be this way?
Meant to be this way.
One door closes, one opens?
Yeah, one door closes, two opens, and possibly three. You know what I'm saying? I got another thing popping off. I can't really reveal just yet, but, you know, I'm just, I just want to fight where I'm wanted, and where I'm respected, and where they'll listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. You know, the whole thing with Zuffa. Hey, good luck with Zuffa. Good luck to Mo. Whatever. No hard feelings. I'm just do my thing. They're gonna do their thing. They're gonna make their money. I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna do my thing. Make sure Bellator gets the best talent they can at 205, even heavyweight, wherever.
And now, you know, the MMA purists, I'm sure they're sticking a nose up at this. Oh, it's bad for the sport. You know, wrestling, it's not real. But he's gonna. I mean, what do you say to those comments?
Fuck him. Fuck all the purists. The ones that, not all the ones. The ones that say, oh, you know, pro wrestling. But, well, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Worry about you. Don't worry about me. If you love MMA so much, then why don't you jump up in and try to fight like we do, instead of being a fucking groupie from the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say.
And now, do you have any pro wrestling experience or no?
No, just my OVW tryout, you know what I'm saying, and the amateur wrestling background. Other than that, no pro wrestling experience. I have to go learn and pay my dues at OVW with Al Snow and the rest of the people. Kayla was going out. I see you out there.
So you're going to have to do it just like everybody else. You got to get in there, you know, pay your dues, put in the hard work before you even get to a show.
Yep, and that's what I'm willing to do. I've done it my whole life. Pay my dues and try to make it to the top.
And now, who's your? I know it was MMA Uncensored last night you were on. I think one of your favorites was Ric Flair. Who are your other favorites? Your influences in wrestling?
Ric Flair, Great Buddha, Sting, Booker T, Nikita Koloff. One Man Gang / Hakeem African Dream, Lex Luger. I can go on, man. You know, Alberto Del Rio. You know, I like Bobby Roode go hard too. AJ Styles. You know, so I got a bunch of. I respect and I like all wrestlers because I've been influenced by them at one point in my life.
And now let me plant this seed in your head. At like primetime Deion Sanders, who played baseball and played football on the same day. You're thinking about maybe having a wrestling match and an MMA match in the same day?
Hey, if Roy Jones can play basketball and then go in a boxing match, I can do a wrestling match and go whoop somebody's ass, you know, in the same day. And 2 asses, 2-0.
And how about, you know, I mean, from King Mo, you could be like King Spike here. Talk about, you know, how everything came to be with Dixie Carter, with Bjorn Rebney, with Spike, how it all came to be.
Well, like, you know, shortly after I got released, they hit me up, you know what I'm saying, and like offered me, they're like, hey, we want to do a deal. It'll be the first deal of its kind in America. And the next day after that, they're like, hey, Dixie and Bjorn called me and like, hey, we want to offer you a contract in MMA for Bellator and a contract in pro wrestling with Impact Wrestling, you know, and we'll do a package deal. And that's like, he came to me with that, like, shortly, 2 to 3 days after I got cut. So people trying to say, oh, you're trying to be like Brock Lesnar, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm trying to be like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar left MMA to go back to pro wrestling. I'm doing both at the same time. So I'm haters can kiss my ass.
And lastly, Mo, looking at the light heavyweight division, your weight class in Bellator, anyone stick out at you that you know, anyone?
They all do. You know, Hale, you know, Richard Hale, Christian Pumbu, Travis Hughes back in the mix. You know, and the thing is, I'm not saying I'm better than them. Hey, I'm trying to beat them. You know what I'm saying? The target's on my back, and it's on their back too. Anybody can be defeated. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the organization. It's about the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because what's gonna look like if I go out there and fight Richard Hale or somebody and I get knocked out? What they gonna say? You know what I'm saying? What they gonna say when Hector Lombard goes out there and runs through the UFC 185 division if it happens?
Right.
You know, so it's not about the organization. It's about the fighter. And people need to realize that.
And so you're happy where you are now, and you're looking forward to going into the tournament. Now you're gonna have a wrestling match first.
Yeah, I'm gonna do wrestling first. The tournament's gonna be in January. I'm happy. I'm excited. You know, if I wasn't happy, I wouldn't do it. I do what makes me feel good. So if cussing somebody out or slapping somebody make me feel good, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Eating some junk food make me feel good, I'm gonna do it. I don't do stuff that don't make me feel good.
And how about this? Rampage Jackson says he doesn't want to be in the UFC anymore. Can you entice him maybe to come over to Bellator or to come over to Impact Wrestling, maybe get a wrestling match with him?
Hey, you know, Rampage, charismatic, great character, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got Bellator if you want it, you got Impact Wrestling if you want it, and you got both if you want it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's like this. We can fight for real, pro wrestling for real, and then after I pin you in pro wrestling and beat you in fighting, we can be tag team partners, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
All right, man. Thank you very much for a few minutes, and best of luck in your new pro wrestling and your new Bellator career, man.
Appreciate it.